All right, so I am here to talk to you about the social selling experience. Social selling, do you get overwhelmed by social media? Really, that's it? Like 5 of you get overwhelmed by social media? Okay, all right, that's better. Thank you for being honest. So social selling can feel very overwhelming, right? And I think that's why a lot of people avoid it, is because it's like, oh, there's the algorithm and it keeps changing, and there's this, and there's times, and there's watch times, and there's 500 different things to do, and I'm just gonna walk away and not do that. So my goal today is I really want to simplify this process for you and talk a little bit about what it truly is, what it isn't, and how you can embrace a social selling business by creating an experience for your followers. This is not just random people on the internet. These are your customers who are already there right now, right? And it's about you too. It's about you enjoying your business on social media. So, are you ready? I'm gonna talk fast. I'm probably not gonna have time for questions, so just take screenshots, take pictures of the slides, and let's get to it. So if you don't take anything else away from my conversation today, this is what I really want you to know, okay? The social selling mission is about building a relationship. Did you know that? Sometimes we think it is about posting about my life. It's about posting about my food. It's about posting about me. But social selling is truly about creating an experience that is based off building a relationship. So those of you who are afraid of social selling because you think that you're going to lose out on relationships, this is a fantastic way to expand what you already love. So it is about building a relationship while showcasing solutions within your content pillars to a specific audience. Share towards what you want to attract. This is huge, okay? You are literally like, have you heard like your vibe attracts your tribe kind of a thing? That's exactly what this is. You are not here for everybody, you are here for somebody, okay? You are not here for everybody, so don't try to be. And the social selling experience is about your audience. It's not about you. It's not about you. It is about the value that you have to provide, and it is about connecting and providing solutions for people who are out there already searching for it. So let's talk about what it is and what it isn't. We already talked a little bit. It is a relationship, okay? It is a relationship. It is not a one-sided conversation. Edutainment is like my favorite word. Have we heard that word before? Yes. This is a mashup of something being educational and entertaining. Here's a few examples of some of my favorites. We've got the coffee beard, right? Like if you haven't seen that, everybody's gonna stop and see what that is. It's obviously gonna be entertaining. It's going to spark curiosity when you're sharing on social media. It is authentic and it is consistent. So, content pillars. Have you heard this word? This is probably where we're going to spend a lot of our time here, is content pillars. Content pillars are an essential part of your brand content strategy. And what this is basically 4 themes or topics that you're going to stick through. You're going to consistently discuss these, you're going to amplify, you're going to edutain on these 4 topics through your various social selling platforms. Now, this does not mean that every single platform that you're on should not look exactly the same, right? So like for me personally, like Facebook is like my personal kind of thing. Of course I do businessy stuff on there too. For me, Instagram is my social selling experience platform. So I have like identified that this is my social selling platform. So I don't want you to think, oh, like I can't post about my kids or I can't do this. You can do whatever you want. It's your own social media. But as far as creating a following, a consistent value-based social selling experience, having your home, having your little 4 pillars is a great way to identify what should I be posting and what value do I have to offer. So this is not an overnight exercise. I would encourage you to take a picture of this and you can create your own little boxes or whatever and start brainstorming, okay? What are your specific focuses? It's not Lemongrass Spa. Okay, it is not Lemongrass Spa products. Lemongrass Spa products is the vehicle that you are in. It is not necessarily the only road that you are on. So Lemongrass Spa products should not be your #1 content pillar. And we're going to talk about how to run parallel to that here in a minute. But you have a whole life outside of Lemongrass Spa, okay? We are here because of Lemongrass Spa products. We love Lemongrass Spa products. But we all have a different road that we are on, and that is important. That's really important with your experience. What can your followers expect from you? This is so important. Have you ever followed somebody because you were attracted to one thing that they did, and then the next thing that they did, you're like, oh, not really attracted to that. And the next thing they did, not really attracted to that. After that happens so many times, you're going to move on, right? You're going to unfollow. We're here for anyone, but not everyone. So consistency is crucial for what you're posting. What solutions do you offer? This is about how you are serving a specific audience. So again, this is a process. Sometimes it's like, I don't know what audience I am here to serve. You'll figure it out, but it is just something that you want to kind of be thinking about. And who is your target market? Who exactly is that audience? Maybe it's moms. Maybe it's, I don't know, other dog lovers, cat lovers, all those fun things, right? It's probably going to be pretty close to you and your life, right? The people who are like you are going to be attracted to you. So who exactly is your audience? If you don't know, start with yourself, right? All right, so these are mine. Use it as inspiration, but it's not, don't say you have to do this. So for me, it took me, honestly, I really committed to diving into the social selling experience journey after last conference. And so I went home, and in August I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I just now figured it out. So I just really want to set appropriate expectations. It's okay to flex, it's okay to change, and enjoy the journey. So for me, I realized, first I was like, I don't I love my skincare, but I don't just want to do skincare tutorials, But I found over the course of the process, I do really want to do skincare, but I want to make skincare fun. I don't like hearing so many people who do skincare because they feel like they have to, right? They do skincare because their skin isn't good enough. They do skincare because that's what they were told you have to do after a certain age. No, we're gonna do skincare because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Do we love our skincare?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, it's fun. It's so fun, right? So I want to bring that joy to people. My skincare routine is fun for me. I love looking at my stuff. I have a lot, and be like, what am I gonna use today? Nobody knows. So I love making it fun. Places that I will post about making skincare fun. You can see here, right? My bio, reels, feed, lives. Literally any and everywhere. All these tools that we're going to talk about in a second. That is where I post about making skincare fun. Encouragement and empowerment is really important to me. That's really important to me. That's something that I learned and have grown through with Lemongrass Spa. So again, it's like Lemongrass Spa adjacent, right? And encouraging and empowering people is a huge passion of mine. So I always want to continue to do that. Non-toxic solutions. We have so many of those. We have so many, there are other products that we don't necessarily carry, but we're still passionate about sharing non-toxic solutions, right? So this can go into food, this can go into clothing. There are non-toxic options out there for everything, right? And I love exploring that. I'm not an expert in all of that, but I have an opportunity to take people on a journey with me, learning more about non-toxic solutions. And direct sales tips. Guys, I love what we do. I love what we do so much. It has impacted every little crevice of my life. And I just think everyone needs to know how cool it is. Everybody needs to know how much fun this is. Everybody I know should be here. And I just feel like people miss out when they're not. So I love sharing tips on how to be successful and love this business. So you can see an example of, these are my content pillars. If you go to my social media, I don't go far from these. It's not the same thing all the time, but you know what to expect, right? You know what to expect. So let's talk about the process, right? It can get overwhelming seeing that list, and it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Let's make it really simple. Stories. Who uses stories? Okay, we're gonna work on that. Have you ever bought something from a stranger on the internet? Yes? Did you feel 110% excited about that, or were you a little nervous? Little nervous, right? So I'm going to tell a really quick story. My husband bought this pool skimmer off of the internet, and he was really, really excited about it. And I was like, I don't know, we'll see what comes in the mail. It was a fork. It was a fork, you guys. We got a fork in the mail. I know. So every time it's this $25 fork. I was like, you're not getting a pool skimmer for $25. Whatever. So when he comes home, he's a firefighter, so when he comes home in the morning and we make a big breakfast, I always give him his fork. People want to buy things off the internet from people that they like, that they know, and that they trust. And that is what your stories are for. That is exactly what your stories are for. You don't need to be posting on social media every 30 seconds, right? We used to do that. Cringe now, right? Now we have stories for that, and we love it. We love it. This is where people get to like, know, and trust you. People want to do business with people that they like, that they know, and that they trust, especially online. And so if you see something pop up on social media and you're like, that's interesting, you're gonna go to their profile, and if they have a stories highlight, you're probably gonna go look at it to see what they're all about. So your stories are great. This is anything goes. You can post whatever you want on your stories. This is where you can share your things that are not on your content pillars, right? Stories are great. They're your highlights, they're your lowlights. It's literally any and everything that you take. I think I have like 40 stories up right now because this is such a killer weekend. I want everyone to be experiencing it. Lives, this is something you can use on all platforms, I think. Every platform seems to have a live option. This is great for demonstrations, expanded education, right? Your news feed, this is a variety of purposes based off of what platform you're using. Everyone's going to have its own rules. I'm not going to explain all of that because there is no time. Pick which platform you are attracted to and learn that. Okay, you do not have to do all of them. I actually would not recommend doing all of them, but pick one that feels fun for you, and that's where you go to learn. Reels, we all watch Reels. We all watch Reels now. This is like hands down the fastest way to impact the masses and engage people right now. You want to stick to your content pillars like 99% of the time here, okay? Because this is how people are learning and gathering information right now. Beautiful. This is a huge lesson with social media is sometimes people say, I don't like it because it's overwhelming, it's not fun. It's a comparison game, it's not real. And I think that there was a time when social media was thriving on the fakeness, right? And it turns a lot of people off. But we're in a time right now where the most popular celebrity trending people are real, authentic people with no makeup, with their hair in a messy bun, and they're in pajamas all the time. Okay? Gone are the days that you need to feel like you are at 110% to show up and value, or to show up and provide value to people on the internet. So I just want to really encourage you. This is hard, right? That's really hard. It's hard to say, I'm not feeling at my best. I don't look at my best. This could be better, but we crave authenticity. We crave authenticity, and that is what you want to project. That is what you want to provide, because you know what? There are people out there who could benefit from everything that we have to offer, but if they think that they can't measure up to you, they will never join your team. They will never reach out and ask you questions, and you are missing out on a relationship by feeling like you can't be authentic. So make sure that you are being yourself. Same thing goes for trends. Use the trends, have fun with the trends, they're a blast. But make it your own. Make it your own. Don't try and do exactly what someone else did, because that's not you. Make sure your own spin is on it. I hear a lot, social media is just not fun, right? It's not fun. Make it fun. You get to make up the rules. If you are not having fun, if you are not loving it, nobody else is loving it either, okay? So make sure that you are having fun with it. Don't pick something that isn't exciting for you. Pick something that you love, and that is going to be fun for you to share every single day. And enjoy. If you're not enjoying the process, nobody's going to enjoy it either. And the way that you can enjoy this process is by making sure that your content pillars are near and dear to your heart. All right, so here's some tips. Oh, I'm doing so good. I'm so proud of myself. This was really scary to stay in 15 minutes. So tips to avoid burnout, because social media can definitely make you feel, like I said, overwhelmed, and you get burnout, and you're like, I'm just gonna put this away and never touch it again. Save and recycle content. You can actually be very successful on multiple platforms without having to recreate something every 30 seconds for different platforms. Okay, this can look like posting a reel on Facebook, expanding that content, right, in a MailChimp newsletter to your customers, taking what you put in your MailChimp newsletter and doing a Facebook Live in your community group. Maybe it means that you're going to save that live that you did in your community group and upload it to your YouTube channel. That takes about 30 seconds. Maybe you're going to take that content and expand it into a blog post. Do you see what just happened here? One idea and like 5 different ways to use that to reach 5 different groups of people on different platforms. Find the priority, we talked about that. Start with one. Okay, there's a lot of social media platforms. There's a lot of ways to have a social selling experience out there. Pick the one that resonates with you. Keep a running list of content ideas. This was huge for me, okay? Anytime I get an idea, I cannot stop what I'm doing and execute it, right? That's pretty unrealistic. But what we can do is open the notes section of our phone, open your planner, open something, and write it down. If you come up with 52 ideas, you have a year's worth of content right there, okay? Don't compare, be inspired by what other people are doing. Keep your positive mindset in the game. Farmer versus hunter mentality, okay? We are farmers. We have heard a lot about this. We're planting seeds. We are tending to the seeds. We are not out there for the quick kill. If you think that you're out there for the quick kill on social media, you will miss every single time. So keep appropriate expectations. Remember I mentioned I started this in August, and just now I'm finding my groove. So this is normal. This is normal. So my timer just went up, but we did it. We did it. Yay. I don't know if there's time for any questions, but you can totally send me a list and we'll chat. All right, so next